What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Half and Half podcast, starring myself, Edgar, and Levi.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, brother?
Good, man. It's always good to see you, bro.
It's definitely always good to see you. So, real quick, what do you want to talk about this week?
I think we're gonna be talking about self-love today, and just how mainstream media affects just our view on ourselves and how we just, if it affects us negatively or positively or both or whatever.
Sure, yeah, definitely. Well, let's get right into it, and here we go.
Oh, my question. Okay,
Yeah.
So you mentioned social media earlier. Do you think social media or just like television or any type of media really, do you think it has a lot to do with the way us in America view things as far as like our mindset or how we, like if we're talking about people or if we're negative or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like anybody who would say that it, it's not or it doesn't are completely just lying to themselves. I mean, since we were children, I mean, everything has been constantly I feel structurized on what life should be and what is wrong, what is right. Like, what is success, what is beautiful, what is etc. From commercials saying if you don't wear this, buy this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not of this social class or social status. And then it just got worse through social media because people post themselves, the best versions of themselves constantly.
Right, you're never posting nothing
Exactly
like when you're doing bad on social
Exactly.
media.
So it's just getting worse. And I think the thing I'm scared to see is what's the next kind of like phase, or not what's the next trend in a sense. Because like I said, TV was, a 90s thing. Like, everybody was glued to their TV. It's like, TV was like such the main, it held so many people's lives. And now that's social. I believe it's like social media. I mean,
For the most
I don't
part,
believe
it is.
it is. You know what I'm saying? Like Instagram, Twitter, it just holds people's lives now. That has become the new television, obviously, the new drug.
Right.
So, and it's just, and like I said, it as kind of as we progress as a society with these things, excuse me, always looking for the new thing or whatever. But I'm scared that thing is gonna be super jacked up for not only our mental health but the world in general. I don't know.
I think I can see both sides of the coin.
I mean, I think you only do that because you're a business guy. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean, though?
Are you talking about because there's so many there's just so much ways to capitalize on social media? And
I mean, there is.
Is that what you're talking about? Because that's a lot of people's
No. I mean, there is. Don't get me wrong, but I don't. That's not what I'm talking about. I think.
Okay.
I think we see whatever it is we want to see on social media, and I think it's our job to filter that. You know what I mean? And we have the freedom to do it.
We do.
Right, but we do get sucked into
I mean, it's easy.
I just go on the explore page.
Did you know they have
scroll.
this new they have this new tab, and where you can look at your activity. Oh, look at on Sunday I spent 3 hours and 5 minutes of my life. You know what I'm saying? That's on Sunday. Monday 2 hours. Today an hour.
You have awful time management. No, I'm kidding.
No, but
I spend a lot of time
because
on social
it accumulates it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So it's just it tells you how much time you waste on it, but it's I don't feel like I'm on social media that long.
Right, but I mean,
so you might think it's it's I don't know.
But it's
you filter it. You can filter it,
right?
But it's it's still there.
But I mean, you can
subconsciously.
You can also take good content out of social media. You can watch World Star fucking all day. You know what I mean? And just watch bullshit. But you can also be following people who are actually giving quality
actually,
shit
that's
out.
true.
You know what I mean? And I mean,
again, we did say filter it.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I think some people do have an issue with social media.
Yeah.
Like I'll see their activity like they're always on.
like
You know what I mean?
Okay, you're not talking about like what they like.
No. I mean, yeah. Like
you
know how you go to like your history or your like your activity and then like theirs.
I thought yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there's some people that are on all day, bro, and that's like, don't get me wrong. Like if you're fucking trying to make a job out of it or trying to make like revenue out of social media, that's not wrong at all. You know what I mean? Especially if you're doing it like if you're giving out quality content, but if you're just on it, just consuming, doing nothing, getting out of work and doing nothing, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's like some loser shit, to be honest. Like,
I mean, it's a little judgmental, man.
I'm just kidding.
I
mean, come on.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean,
right?
Like I mean, it's not the healthiest thing.
It's not, because
there's like eating. I mean,
if you're on the explore page all day, bro, you're gonna see like bullshit.
It's like, you know, yeah. No, I mean, you're right. It's hard to like. I feel like it's especially now. You have to be very like. You just have to walk on eggshells, but in today's society, I feel like. Is that the same? Walk on eggshells?
Yeah.
Walk on eggshells?
Yeah.
Or is it walk around eggshells? I don't know.
No.
It doesn't matter. In the sense, it's like unfortunately, you can't tell someone because they spend so much time on social media that they're freaking losers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can. You have that right.
But like,
it's like it sucks
I'm saying it in the terms of like, if you're unhappy with your life or if you're unhappy with yourself, like.
So that's what I'm saying. How do you tell somebody? Because it is like that's just facts.
Right.
Like if you spend that much time on social media to either gossip, envy others' envy other people's lives, then it's not doing anything, and it's not doing you any good.
Right.
But how do you tell that person? You know what I'm saying?
I think just keeping it to a limit.
But how do you tell that person?
Like
that person who's spending that much time and doing all those things, not using it like constructively, like using it as
just like entertainment,
as a drug, almost. I mean, it's entertainment, but it's like as a drug because they can't get off.
Since this topic is self-love, I think if you're happy with yourself and you really are just using it for entertainment and just to like pass time, then there's nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Right. Especially if you're consuming good content. But I don't know how you tell somebody like that. But if it is somebody who's like negative and they're like wasting away on social media, then like go do something constructive. That's honestly why I got into like fitness. Like there's nothing but positives out of it. Obviously, I mean other than, injuries, but that's like more sport.
Wait, you're into fitness?
Yes. So yeah, I'm studying kinesiology. I'm a third year right now.
Quick backstory.
I'm studying kinesiology, third year at Cal State San Bernardino. And I got into it like I got into like sports in high school, like my junior year, junior and senior year, and then like I just followed like people who like.
That's an interesting topic, in a sense. Do you feel like a lot of the times the reason people like constantly throw themselves into either like social media or etc. I mean the way they indulge in it are just kind of like. Do you feel all here? How do I answer that question? I mean, how do I ask that question? Do you feel like a lot of your confidence comes from like you figuring yourself out like at an early age? Because like you said, you know what I'm saying, it's just like
yes and yes. No, I think yes, but I don't think I've necessarily figured myself out, because like even going into college, like I wasn't sure I wanted to do kines, like.
But you knew you wanted to do something like.
The only reason I wanted to do something in the fitness world is, like I said, is because there's nothing but positives. Like, it reduces stress. Like, you look way better. Self-confidence, like, etc. Like, there's so many, you know what I mean? There's so many positives out of it. and at the end of the day, like, it's gonna give you more life, and that's why I got into it, to help other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm going into like the business side, so I really could have done anything with business. I could have done any industry, right?
Yeah.
But I think fitness is like, it's the most rewarding, if you will. So yeah, I think that's why I got into it. But
I think
I wouldn't say I figured myself out necessarily. I think I'm in the process.
Yeah.
For sure. But
that's because you took those steps. I don't know.
Like college?
Like, when did you figure out what you wanted to do, in a sense? How old were you when you found out you wanted?
I think it was my junior year, so I was like 17.
That you wanted to be in the the fitness world?
So I started following like people on social media, and one of the first dudes I followed, he was a fucking douche, bro. Like, he was like, the fitness industry, don't get me wrong, it's so oversaturated, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because of that, there's a lot of phonies and fakes.
Yeah.
And he was one of the first people I followed, and don't get me wrong, at the time he did he did motivate me, or made me want to do it. But now looking back, like I said, like I kind of took that lesson, and I was like, I don't want to be like that. I really don't. Because I met him.
He was a jerk?
Yeah, his name is Devin Physique, bro. He's
you son of a gun.
He's a fucking...
That's good.
No,
I mean,
okay,
he's not
so
gonna listen to
let
this.
me tell you.
Imagine him listening.
So,
hey,
I won this like weird contest, because he was like doing like, oh, like, if you post this and like tag me or whatever, you enter in a chance to win paintballing with me. So I did it, and I won, cool. And I was like, oh my god, like, freaking out. And so I went, and he was like,
so random.
He just wasn't the person he was on social media.
Like, how was he speaking to you?
I mean, he wasn't like insulting me or anything, but he was just he seems like he has more of a personality on social media than he does in person.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like, it was this weird scenario. I was a little younger, so it was just like we were shooting or whatever. Like, it was like maybe halfway through the day, and I ran out of paintballs.
Did he record it at all?
Yeah, he was recording. He recorded his whole thing.
Oh, he's a vlogger too.
He does YouTube videos.
Oh, so you were in the video?
Like, for like a split second. I could tell he didn't like me, bro.
Okay.
Look,
sorry for getting you off. I'm just like, so, can I find you right now?
Yeah, no, you probably could.
Okay.
But, anyway, and I had ran out of paintballs, bro. So I was like, hey, like, cause, bro, we were like, there was a huge line when we got to the place, and we cut in front of everybody, because he knew the guy, and he got like free paintballs, free guns, and then like the shirts we were wearing, or whatever.
Yeah. You're probably all mesmerized.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit. And so I asked him, I was like, hey, can I get some of your paintballs? And he's like, sure. And so I don't know. I don't know if I did too much. I did a little bit, bro. And he like looked at me, and then like he looked at his camera dude. And in my head, I just thought like,
how old were you?
I was like 17. I was like, I was like 18. I don't know. Just the whole day, I just didn't like. It wasn't him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it kind of made me sad, but at the same time, like, I took a lesson out of it,
okay.
you know?
Okay.
And, after that, like, I realized, like, there is a lot of phonies, bro. And it's kind of lame, you know what I mean?
It does suck. But, okay. Go back. We're going back now. Back in time. Can you do, like, that noise? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But in a sense, it's like what you were saying. In a sense, and this is taking away back. I don't know, because you knew who you knew you wanted to be at such an early stage, is the reason for your confidence and your happiness now. I feel like a lot of people don't take that time to really like
figure themselves out.
Exactly, and that's the problem. I think that's just the problem with a lot of things. I don't want to say today. It's been a thing. Whether it was television or now social media, YouTube, whatever your vices, people are always constantly trying to escape from the reality. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just something that it's like, I think people like being comfortable. I think it's just human nature.
Right.
So any kind of test to that, it's like, oh, I don't like how that feels. I don't like how change feels. So I'm just going to stay here. And people live that circuit, live that lifestyle forever because they don't like how change feels. And which is normal. Nobody does.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you taking that time to figure who you were out at such an early stage in your life is the reason you're so confident now and you're so happy now. Chris, our friend Christopher Lee, he posted he posted on Instagram today, and the quote that he said really kind of just like captured me, and I'm gonna read it real quick. He says, "The day you plant the seed isn't the day you eat the fruit." You know what I'm saying? And I think that's so good.
Yeah.
Because like, obviously, like, you planting that seed at such an early stage of like knowing who you wanted to be, knowing what you wanted to do, now you're enjoying the fruits of your labor because you did it at such an early stage. And I feel like, and because of that, I feel like a lot of people are constantly like just trying to escape from the reality because they didn't initially plant that seed, if you will. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like a lot of the main roots to people's unhappiness is because they're not taking that time to kind of like discover themselves.
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship and you know, you fall in love with the person, I feel like 100% of the time when those people that you believe were never going to break up is because one of them didn't learn how to love themselves. And that's, you know, I'm pretty sure you've heard that saying before, you can't love somebody if you don't love yourself.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right? And that again, so that all is in like the same realm in the sense of like discovering who you are is and like what you like to do is like how you're going to find real happiness in life. Because you gotta live with yourself every day.
Right. I think for those people
you did that.
I mean,
think about most of the people that you graduated high school with. Like, think about it. You were just telling me the other day that they constantly post up pictures of pistols and go ahead, put their ads on. And
no, I'm not gonna put their ads.
No, like put them on blast, dude.
I mean, I'll let you know what they do.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's pretty lame, to be honest.
No, I mean, but don't put their ads. I'm just kidding about that. It's a joke. Imagine just burn them like, no, snitch on them. No, but go ahead. Like, in the sense, give some examples.
So, like, just a few of the people I went to high school with, like, whether they were, like, pretty smart or they were really cool guys, like, they had good personalities or good gals, whatever, or they were really good athletes. They, like, I feel like they fell into, like, that, like, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I grew up in San Bernardino, so I saw all that like stupid gangster like cholo shit like my whole life, bro. Like my brother was a part of it. Like just I've experienced it my whole life. You know what I mean?
So and don't put nobody on blast.
It's but I've experienced it my whole life. So like,
but that's what I'm saying.
I think just seeing that. I don't know if it's like an ego thing or what. If it's like you're flexing. I don't know. Again, just flexing your gun or your money or whatever. Like for what? Like, what is the purpose? Like, I don't understand.
And
like,
that's what I'm saying. A lot of it's because it's because those people were taught at such a young age that this was cool. Again, it's just an impressionable.
Right.
It's just that we're so impressionable at a young age. So as soon as anything kind of like grabs you, you want to become a part of it.
Right.
In a sense. Because you don't want to feel alone. You don't want to, etc. You know what I'm saying? Like X, Y, Z. Again, not figuring out who you are. Just throwing yourself into something because it feels safe. You know what I'm saying? You took a lot of that time. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but like you took a lot of that time, like to not that you were a jerk or anything, saying that you were a jerk because I didn't know you at that time, but to kind of like break apart. I'm sure your friends group, or you know, break apart from those people that were kind of like, I'm not gonna say harmful because you know they're just trying to figure it out, but in a sense, not what you wanted. You got to really discover who you wanted to be out of that, because again, you went to college and you're still in college, but you know what I'm saying? When you see them post, it's completely different from yours. Like, you know what, I don't know, because you're using it as a tool. They're kind of use it to kind of like push that kind of like culture.
Right.
That they've been taught at an early age that it's what's cool. This is what's going to make people love you.
I think just one final statement for that whole gun, like flossing your gun on social media.
Mm-hmm. Stop.
It's the same people. Yeah,
No,
stop. It's the same people who are like, oh, like free my whatever, or rest in peace so and so. Like, bro, you're doing the same thing that got your boy killed. You know what I mean, or whatever. Like
yeah.
It's just a cycle, bro. You're not gonna break out of it if you're gonna keep doing that, you know. But whatever, we'll just leave that.
Yeah.
Leave that topic somewhere else.
It's just a sensitive topic.
Yeah,
because it's just it's easy to become a product of your environment.
Oh yeah,
because it's just that's all you know. I was talking to my friend and he was just telling me, it's like, what else do you expect me to do? In the sense, it's like you're taught something at an early age that this is the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's the right way, subconsciously you feel like it's the only way. You only seen it through one like
lens.
Yeah, you're only seeing it through one lens.
Right.
You're taught one lens at such an early age. Have you heard the saying like rich people stay rich? Or
yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
I think on the opposite side to that, it's poor people stay poor. But in the sense of, it's like that, you know, that saying like holds weight in the sense it's like it's not just because their dad's mother and father, you know, is passing down the money or anything. It's because the mother and father are instilling, you know, like gems in their head.
Right.
On how to make money, on
right.
how to succeed,
mm-hmm.
how to pass it down.
Right.
Again, that's their lens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We are taught, especially me, as a first generation, you know, Mexican American, like my dad, his main struggle and main purpose in life was to get to the United States. So I can't go to him for advice on success because he doesn't. His guess is as best as mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the reason rich people stay rich is because that's what, you know what I'm saying, their lens was, and it's easy to pass that down. Just like poverty is easy to, you know, get passed down. Mm-hmm. That's why, you know, that's why poor cities stay poor. Like, you know, Malibu is Malibu for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not just out of chance. It's like these things have been thought of. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's why San Marino's still in just like a horrible state.
Right. I think I agree 100%. Like, it's so easy to pass down that negativity, you know what I mean? Especially if you're not happy, and I'm 40 years old, you know what I mean? And I'm unhappy, like, and I'm raising a kid. Like, what do you don't think the negativity is going to rub off? Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? But I think the purpose of this podcast is to inspire, even if it's just one person, you know what I mean? And even if you're 30 years old and you think, you know, you're not happy, whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Segue.
Right? Like,
yeah. So I'm about to go right now.
If you're not happy at 30, like, you still have time to figure yourself out. Like, go and figure yourself out. Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? And then be happy. Because at the end of the day, like, you're the only person that's going to care about your happiness. Nobody else gives a fuck. Like, really. Like, other than maybe your spouse. Yeah. You know what I mean? And maybe your mom. But, you know? And if you truly want to be happy, go figure it out. You know? Like, there's nothing stopping you.
So that's what I'm saying. My question was constantly like, how do you do that? Like, how do you ask somebody? How do you tell someone to do that? Is what I'm saying.
I'm 20 years old. I can't tell a 30-year-old to go do this. Right? They don't give a fuck about my opinion. Yeah. But what I've been told and what I've heard from older people is experience.
But that's,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. But like, okay, so that's beautiful. But it's like, what if people don't want to get put in those experiences?
What do you mean?
Like people like living their same scheduled life.
Well, like, I mean, I want to look. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to be happy, And if you truly want to be
They
happy, go and do it.
Yeah,
you might be uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
But it's gonna mold you into the person that you're going to be or you want to be, right?
Yeah.
You can't
No,
the person I envision for myself is somebody who's speaking in front of crowds, right? And like running this business. But if I got put in those shoes right now, I wouldn't be able to do it because I haven't experienced everything up until that point, right?
Yeah.
And learned and matured and right. So I think experience is like, it's key, bro. And if you don't want to get out of your comfort zone and you're unhappy with your situation, like there's no other way. Like I'm
it's
sorry,
there's
no other way.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. Like.
But that's what
Nike,
I think we're
bro,
doing. The
just
service. We're doing that, service for them.
Right.
In the sense, it's like, let this us speaking to you, whoever's listening to this podcast, ASMR, have. No, but let this be, you know what I'm saying, your start button. Like, because obviously it's not easy to hear that you're messing up, that you need to go find who you are, that you need to want to be happy because you deserve it. But let this be that for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I said before, like the rich stay rich, the poor stay poor. Like, why it's so hard to transcend into a different class, because people like comfortability. But if you would just make that leap, make that step, let this be, you know what I'm saying, me pushing you off that ledge, Edgar pushing you off that ledge, to be like, okay, like, I want to be happy. Again, we're not trying to sound like we're arrogant or like we're,
We
just
have it all
completely,
together,
yeah, exactly,
whatever.
or we're egotistic. I deal with like, crazy mental problems at times, but I still know what I deserve. I think that's the key word. You gotta know what you are worth or what you deserve in life.
Right.
Because regardless of how you see yourself or you know what I'm saying, what people think of you, you're still breathing and living. You at least deserve to be happy, whatever that entails. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just chase that. I don't like this. I'm pretty sure Edgar doesn't like the same music I do. I'm pretty sure we like.
I have a way better taste.
Probably. No, but like in a sense, it's like we probably like some similar songs, but like overall, like what we listen to is not the same. In a sense, it's like because we have different tastes, and that's just people in general. We all have our own things that make us us. So it's like, in a sense, it's like you have to chase that thing, the thing that makes you, regardless of what it is. I was watching this, I don't know what it was. I think it was a YouTube video. But there was this like group of friends, like, and they went to go visit. It's like I don't know if have you heard of Salvation Mountain? No. It's down there by Palm Springs, I believe, by Palm Springs. Anyway, there's this like behind it, I guess there's a city that it's lawless. It used to be an old like army camp or army base camp that they deserted. Like the government pretty much deserted it. So I guess it's like free land, or I don't know how it works out. But anyway, these like people like I don't know what to even call them. Like, I don't want to call them homeless because they live there now. But like, I guess these drifters like just completely like occupied the land, and you know what I'm saying. There's no electricity. There's no there's nothing. Like there's hardly any water. It's just completely lawless. There's no like rules to whatever. And basically they were just explaining, how they live, their day to day. And it's like a lot of like, you know what I'm saying, hanging out with friends and burning things, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, like it's just very like out of the norm things. And they were just explaining it, how happy like this kind of lifestyle made them. Like how they all just left their day jobs, their families, and but I'm saying like the way they spoke about it, it's like, this is what I love to do, and I can see that they were genuinely happy. But in my head, I was just judging a little bit, and I was just like, I could never. How do they, like, what do they do at night? Like, you can't see, but like in a sense, it's like that's not for me to find out. or to ever live, because that's
Exactly.
just not me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's what makes them happy.
Right.
So
That's
who am
all
I
that
to say
matters.
anything?
Right,
And that's what I'm saying, chasing that.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they can die happy because they're doing what they want. And you did it at an early age, but again, a lot of people don't do that. Unfortunately, like I said, I love my dad to death, but he never got that opportunity to understand that he has a choice to do what he wants to do in this world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think, oh, I'm here to kind of like just take a space and like have babies, and they get to live, their dream or their goal. I was just here to conceive them. Not me, because I can't get pregnant, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, everybody has like a purpose, and that purpose is what you like to do. What makes you you? I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a really long tangent.
Oh yeah. You like to do that for no reason, but
Tangello.
I think
Do you like the Dodgers?
I don't watch baseball, but I think what I'd like to leave everybody with is that the reason I'm so positive
Mm-hmm.
is because I'm grateful. Like in all honesty, like, dude, I don't even have a car. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to be 21 and I don't have a car. Like, but I don't sit here and complain about it, right? Like, fuck you.
No, just
But like, you know what I mean? Like, if I really couldn't make it to school, I'd take the bus. I have a free like bus pass.
Bro, I didn't have
Cal
my
State. You
I
know
didn't
what I
have
mean?
my car or my license till I was 19. No, 20.
You see what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it.
But I
be
had the same
grateful.
mindset, yeah.
Yeah, like there's nothing else.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty short and simple. I mean, we made it longer than it was, but it's just that.
Right?
It's not that hard to understand that.
Like there is a lot of like socially there is a lot of like to complain about, if you know what I mean, or if you are from San Bernardino, you know what I mean, you can complain about everything, but if you don't complain about it, you can do something else that's productive.
Yeah. Say something to our listeners right now that they need to do. Give them a task. So should that be the thing that we leave everybody with?
A task?
Yeah. Try to smile today. But nothing... not so corny, but
that's
like,
pretty creepy. But
hey, buddy. Hey, baby.
a task.
Oh, the Dodgers lost today. I'm happy. I hate the Dodgers.
Really?
ASMR.
Why do you have Dodgers earphones?
These are yours.
No, okay. A task. Oh, well, that's perfect. I mean, the other day, you know how we were talking about how I just got back from Rosarito, and one of the guys I went with, Gus Taco, he. Shout out to Taco.
I love you, man. Your beard is nice.
But we were sitting like having dinner. We had dinner where we had like breakfast
in Rosarito.
Yeah, we actually it was breakfast. It wasn't dinner, so it was like the morning after, like after we were drunk and shit. And we went to go eat or whatever, and like right before we ate, we said grace, and like I don't do that shit. Like I said, like I'm not religious. Like I don't like.
Yeah.
Believe me, you know what I mean. Like I don't believe in that shit.
Okay.
But like I really liked it. I enjoyed like saying grace and being like, oh, thank you like for this food. Totally. And thank you for friends, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for having us like have a safe drive or whatever. Sure. You know what I mean. It was just like it felt really good to just even take that 20 seconds to just be like thanks. You know what I mean, or like just have that like internally. You know.
So
I think
grateful.
Okay, yeah. So I think the task is to just like when you're having dinner. I don't know. I mean, I don't have dinner with my family, but when if you have dinner with you, no. If you it's like super rare. But I mean, if you do, or if you're like with your mom or your parents or your brother or sister or whoever it is, a loved one, just take the time to be like, thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, totally.
Or just be grateful that your family has health.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That they're okay. Like, what more can you ask for? You know? Our toilets work, bro.
That's true.
In England, they're kind of like Mexico. You know what I mean?
Japan, they're fucking.
Are those is this like
yeah,
spray water in your butt? Oh, God.
Bro, no. I don't want to say the. For reals though, the bidet.
It hits.
Hey, that it's popping, bro. I'm telling you, cause like I swear to God. Shout out our sponsor bidet. No, I haven't got it clean like that since. It's just. It's like the ultimate.
Sick, bro.
It's like the ultimate clean, dude.
No, that's cool. I mean,
No, you're disgusting right now. Actually, like I can't even
bro?
like look at you.
No, what do you mean?
Because you haven't used a bidet, so you're probably like you're filled with like disgusting.
I actually no. You know what actually really works? Like dead ass.
Yeah. Wipies.
Newspaper.
Oh shit.
Okay. Nah. All right, guys. Thank you.
No wait. I have one question.
Yes.
I want to ask our listeners to like put in the comments or whatever. Do you have dinner with your family? Like at a kitchen table? Or I mean at a dinner table, I'm sorry. Who does? Like I really can't think like I feel like it died a long time ago.
No, I don't I think
the dinner table.
I think that's false.
Really?
Yeah. If I had a family, we would have dinner, bro. Like we'd have dinner time where we can all sit and talk.
Well, you're just a good guy.
But that's not like
no, dude.
I think no. Okay, I think this is what it is. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I think we live in the United States. We live in California though, more specifically, and I think from what I've been told, we live a very fast life. So like,
yeah.
I think having dinner with your whole family. I don't know if it's like a middle class thing or if it's just like a I don't know. We don't do it here in California because it's just like everything's so quick. Let's go get fucking In-N-Out or whatever, you know? Maybe.
I guess you're right. In a sense, out here, it's just like everybody kind of is segregated in a sense.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is segregated the right word? Separated? I don't know. But I don't know. I don't want to end it.
What do you mean?
I just want to hear some stories. Can we hear some stories from Rosarito?
Alright.
One story and then that's it.
This
and then
past
we'll end
Rosarito
it off.
trip?
Yeah. And then we'll end it.
Damn.
Send it off with a banger, bro.
A banger,
bro.
Right,
a banger,
Alright,
bro.
so what's the date today? Today is
a banger, bro.
Done. Today is the 23rd of October, 2018. So
can we get copyright struck if we play like music?
Yes.
Yeah, they could take this down.
Nah, I have no idea. But if we do post it on Apple Music, or iTunes or whatever, I don't think that'd be a smart move. Anyway, that's neither here or there. So, what are you doing?
It's the new Trippie Red song.
There's nothing playing.
Oh, there is nothing playing. Oh no.
Wait. Okay.
I was gonna give you an intro.
All right. Go ahead.
Ready? This is Edgar. Story time. Should we have something like that?
Like story time?
Like Edgar story time, and then Edwin story time. I need to make like jingles. Yeah. I don't know. I need to try to make.
But we need somebody with like a. Dude, we need somebody with like a narrator, like a really deep voice.
I got a friend.
Yeah, like. I don't have a deep voice. So
you
like,
do
I
it, dude.
Do
no,
it.
Go.
I'm not doing it.
Come on.
I'll do it. So it would be like,
hey, baby.
No. Oh my god.
Go.
I can't
All right, fine. Here's your intro music, and then this won't be the intro music for next week, but
for my story time.
Yeah. Ready?
Okay.
Edgar story time. Edgar story time. Edgar story time. Yeah.
All right. So this past Rosarito trip, we went to go see Bad Bunny, and okay, so it was on the beach. You're a fucking moron. It was on the beach, and like there was, like when we walked in, there was like there was certain areas where you can stand, and on one area it was like off the ground, maybe like 2 feet or something. Yeah. I'd say like 2 feet, maybe 3, 2.5, whatever. And it was like made of wood.
I mean, the listeners can't see
I'd say
this.
like this.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's not too bad.
It was made of wood, and so we're all like we had just got there. We didn't get to drink because it was like we had kind of showed up late, so we were like all sober and like
You were sober?
yeah, bro. It was. I mean, it was
Okay.
whatever. It was still cool though. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, the reason I laughed is because I know the story already, kinda vaguely.
Really?
You told me,
Oh.
just vaguely though.
Oh, okay.
So I want to still tell the story. I
Okay.
want the listeners to
So,
know. But that's
alright.
why I was like, when you said you were sober, it makes the story that much funnier.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah. No, I was sober. Anyway, so yeah, we were just sitting there like, and Farruko was playing, and
Okay.
like we were just kind of listening to his music, or whatever, like vibing out. Okay, my girlfriend, she was kind of irritated because like I think she had ripped her contact, but she didn't know, and it was still in her eye, and it was just bugging her the whole time we got like from the hotel, right, all the way to like the beach or whatever. Anyway, and like it fell out, bro. Like it like fell out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was just kind of like it was fun, but it was like there was like this weird vibe. You know what I mean?
There's an edge on it.
Yeah. And then but he played Creepy Kush, bro.
Creepy.
Yeah, bro. And like it was like the first like 5 to like 7 seconds of the song. You know how it's like creepy.
Yeah.
And bro, people were like dancing and stuff. Like people were like jumping up when that part came on, and like the ground, the wooden like flooring under us just collapsed, bro. Like I don't know if you've seen that video on Instagram that recently came out, but it was like at a big house party. It wasn't like that.
I
but
saw
it
that.
It was
Yeah.
like it was kind of like that, bro. Like I went from standing to like sitting on my ass, bro, and I was like, what the fuck? And then like Daisy was in front of me, and
Yeah.
she was standing up though, and I was like, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
are you okay? Like, and it was just crazy, bro. Like even when
Were you
like
scared at first?
yeah, bro.
Because you
I
didn't know
was
how.
like, yeah, I don't know if I hurt myself. I don't know if she
Yeah.
hurt herself. Like I don't know if anybody else behind me fell. They didn't, but I was just like, what the fuck? Like I just disoriented, and yeah, bro. It was
But
just
that's
like,
insane. It's
yeah,
so
like
funny
when
that
it
you were.
fell, everybody was like, oh, like it was scary, bro.
It's
But
so
it was,
funny because you couldn't like you were sober, so you felt that whole thing.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Okay, just act it out.
dude, tell me why I had a drink. And it was still good after all of that, bro. Like, I fell, I put it down, I picked her up, and, like, yeah, my drink was
I've had
still
moments like
good.
that. I picture, like, act it out. Come on.
It
Pretend.
was like, okay, so, it was like, and then we felt like right here.
Like, yell.
Like, right there, bro.
Okay, pretend you just fell.
No, I didn't yell.
Come on, I'll be Daisy.
Nobody yelled though. It
My
was just
contact!
like, it was more people who saw it were like, ooh, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
okay,
they were just
pretend,
like,
but pretend you just, like,
no, I'm not, what the fuck are you doing?
My contact lens.
No, that had happened like 5 minutes or 10 minutes
okay.
before. Yeah, but still, it was just like we had a bad vibe. Like
Please
not a
don't.
bad vibe, but it was just like a weird vibe the whole night. Like there's drunk ass people starting fights and shit.
Please don't copyright us, Bad Bunny. I love you. Alright, so I love you too, but alright. Alright, so since you don't want to act it out, I could act it out for the audience, the listeners.
I don't think they.
I don't care
I
if
don't
they're
think
annoying.
anybody's listening anymore.
I don't care if they're listening or not. Ready? Oh yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I like being a Rosarito, not drinking. Ah!
Yeah.
My leg!
Yeah. Exactly.
My contact!
Take the fucking music.
Alright. Anyway, end it off. That was a beautiful story. You sent it off right. Boom.
Thank
We
you.
left
guys.
the listeners with things to do and
Yes.
questions to answer.
Please, and if you guys have any topics or anything you guys want us to mention in any future podcasts, please comment. Like I'm
feel good about this
encouraging
one.
you. Anybody, it could be anybody.
I feel
please.
good about this one.
Yes.
This is way better than the first one.
Yeah.
Which you guys are never going to hear.
Yeah, you guys you recorded one and you guys are never gonna hear it ever.
Ever.
But
This one's way better.
this one's way better. Alright. Thank you guys so much for listening. We really enjoy your guys' support. And we can't wait to hear back from all of you guys.
Yeah.
Please.
Leave any feedback, give us like 5 stars, etc. Any kind of support would, just be great because
Constructive criticism, whatever it is.
Anything helps.
Anything.
We're talking about being grateful. I'm
yes.
grateful for you guys.
Please, yeah, of course. Please be grateful, and please learn to love yourself. It's gonna take some time, but it's gonna come. Oh my God. See you guys later. Have a good night, guys.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Hit the whip. Hit the nay-nay. And we're out.